Thank you so much for being here. I know you have a very busy schedule, and thank you for um, accepting my invitation to be on. So I think it's safe to say that you guys are the CATL is the largest supplier of EV batteries in the whole world. Am I right?
Yeah, I think more than welcome for attending this ceremony. I'm very happy to again visit Macau and attend this Beyond Expo Technologies. Seattle basically we have consecutively 7 years or 8 years number one in the world about the shipment. Most important is not about the shipment, how many batteries you shipped. The important is how far the innovation can reach about these battery technologies, from the passenger car, trucks, commercial trucks, and also airplane. We're thinking about how to make the airplane, electrified.
Right. So I think echoes to what I just said. I think there are so many uncertainties right now in the world. What do you think is the biggest uncertainty to you or to CATL these days?
For uncertainty, yes, definitely we can say one thing for certain is uncertainty in the future. There's in technology side, there's a lot of things embracing. For example, we have the AI coming. So we just checked with the colleagues about this, what AI can do, or how AI for science can do, how much they can improve the efficiency of the innovations. Can we have some, revolutionary innovations through AI? That's the whole things we are in technology-wise. We put a lot of research and put a lot of resource in there, looking for future. And for the economy-wise, everyone know that, right? We have pretty in the timing of the transactions from the traditional economy into the new economy. We call it technology-driven economics and geopolitical issues. Probably three things is more concern to me and to CATL.
Yeah. So I think CATL story is very interesting. How do you get into the battery industry from your previous experience?
Actually, before the battery industry, I'm in the, we call the data storage industry. Like an industry like a hard disk drive, which is storage the data. So then energy storage is very easy to understand. It's the battery, right?
Right.
Actually, some guy working very happily on the money storage, banking business. But this is far away from my area. That's why for the energy is so important. In the ancient days, the people, you're burning something, right? Then you're cooking, right? This is the energy. So you cannot really have activity to far away from the resource of wood, resource of bamboo, which is going to burning. With the grid, then you can change. You have the generated power, then you transmit the power to the far away distance. This is like we can really reduce the space. And today, because of energy storage, so you can storage morning energy. You can use it in the afternoon, in the nighttime. This is energy storage. This gives you more freedom to be the timing difference. Or you can storage the whole year to use later on. That's why people, the energy using become more freedom, which can create a lot of new business case. That's the reason we want to get into this energy storage business. On the other hand, because of the climate change, renewable energy is definitely not really stable. They need energy storage to really keep the stabilize all the electricity, which can help all the industries. That's another reason we step into this.
Yeah, so I think you just mentioned about the finance industry. They're making a lot of money in some sense. A lot of people might assume that CATL is making a lot of money too, because you guys, I mean, we are seeing a lot of EV cars. But I've been to your factories. I know you invested a lot in R&D. How important is it to keep innovating in such competitive space, especially when the car manufacturer might be having a high demand on you guys having to improve the battery?
Yeah, but I think innovation is the key word to everyone, especially for technology industry. For example, today, people is, when you drive an EV car, you think this is the problem of the range, problem of the charging, problem of the low temperature performance. So that's why we have to keep innovations, keep innovating the new technology, which can really ease the concern of the consumers at the end of the day. So when you own a passenger car, you think one charge. Can I charging in 5 minutes or 10 minutes? And can I have this charge to drive my car for example, 1,000 kilometers away and in low temperature, minus 20 degrees C, I still have no problem. So this all help. Innovation is the key word and the key resource we have to put into that to differentiate ourselves, also to help the consumer to satisfy their needs on the EV. This is only example for EV. So that's why we have invested a lot of money on the R&D. In this totally around 10 billion US dollars in these 10 years. And last year we invested almost 2.5 billion US dollars into the R&D, and also we have more than 20,000 talents working on that. Only one specific area for the new material and the chemistry. You know, people say, I have a cathode material or I have an anode material. It's only element. We have the new material, then put this material together, how to make electrical chemical system more optimized for the needs. And so we also have a lot of, we call structure innovations, we call C2P. Usually people say, I buy a cell, then put the cell into a module, then put it in a pack. Why not the cell direct to the pack? And another step is say, why need a pack? The cell is needed. I put the cell into the chassis. So that's why we put the R&D on the cell to chassis. So this dramatically reduce the overhead of the whole pack, which really can have a very good efficiency for the energy. Because some of the good design of the car, for example, 100 kilometers range, you have 120 or 12 kilowatt or something like that. But if you have a better one, you have 10 kilowatt battery, can drive 100 kilometers, it means you have 20% saving on energy. And also people looking for the very fast charge. That's why we put the Zeng battery, a Zeng Plus, which can really one charge, 10 minutes, you can go for 400 kilometers. So it's similar like a gasoline engine car already. Next step, we're going to have we call 6C fast charge. It's down to the 6 minutes. So quicker and quicker, faster and better. Another hand is, I want to emphasize is about this cycle life of the battery and the storage life of the battery. Battery today, people still didn't have explored too much function on batteries. I just have a discussion with several friends about this battery cycle life. So you bought a car, every day your driving range maybe only 50 kilometers. You still have, for example, this is a 600 kilometers car, you have 550 kilometer equivalent battery is waste, sleeping there. But why not put this battery into grid? Then this battery can stay there in whole days, then can help the grid. Regulators and also help grid to save the energies. So nighttime you charge the battery and the daytime you sell the electricity to the grid. That's why the battery can really help you to make money. This kind of design today we are going to announce in a very short time in the future will help every consumers. Another way is, for example, the trucks. We are making a very good battery for the number one truck brand in the world. One charge with electric battery, it's a very heavy charge, 39 tons, right? We can have a 500 kilometers range. And 15 years, no degradation. So people are happy on that because the battery, you still didn't understand how much they can do. It's amazing.
Right.
So with technology innovation, we can help everyone, help every business. Right. Not even talking about energy storage. We just announced our tenor, which is 5 years no degradation, the lasting for 25 years. Right. That's why if you put the solar, you put the energy storage together, you can make your community become zero carbon, and also you can last in 25 years, which can really same life as the solar cell. Together, you can make the whole zero carbon society easy. So we have 5 factory, zero carbon factory already. So we try to extend this factory. Why not? It's an industry park. Why not? It's a community. Right. Why not? It's a nation. Why not? It's a city like Macau become zero carbon. So such kind of expansion will help this climate change. Probably you don't know. In last year, the temperature increased already 1.5 degrees C, 1.45 degrees C. We are looking for target 1.5 degrees C increase in the year 2050. But I don't think we can catch up now. So we need to react faster, not only to ease the concern of the climate change, also develop the economic with this new trend we call zero carbon technology economic.
Yeah. So I think when you touch on carbon zero, I think a lot of people would talk about recycling the batteries.
Right.
I think that's something that people said that, okay, it's EV cars, it's good for the environment, but then the batteries, at the end of the day, might not be. So I remember seeing one of your interviews or a Fireside chat a month ago. You talked about Chinese technologies actually having an advantage in recycling batteries. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure.
As well?
Recycling is very important. Let me give you an example of the circular business. We call circular economy. Why we need today, why we need to tackle this climate change? Because 200 years ago, when human beings invent this electricity, they didn't consider the circular. That's why we burn the carbon or go to the air. Today, we have to tackle these troubles. So when we did the new research, every technology we have to thinking about circular technology. So battery is not exceptions. That's why when we do the battery business, many years ago, almost 10 years ago, we already acquired a company called Plumb, Recycle. So we're already thinking about from mining to recycle, this circular economic. So last year, we recycled almost 100,000 tons waste battery, and to create 13,000 tons of the lithium carbonate, which we use into battery. That's a very beautiful, very elegant arrangement of this circular economics. Right. That's why in the process, sure you have to, innovation to manage the emissions or your recycle process. So process technology become another important. That's why when we targeting on any R&D a new system, we should focus on this circular economic, circular technology, which really make it sustainable for the human being. Right.
So I think when we talk about EV cars, someone would compare EV cars with hydrogen cell car. What is your take on this?
I will keep an open mind for the hydrogen fuel cell car, but for the hydrogen fuel cell car, it's not the new things. It already been started for almost 50 years since the crisis of the oil, gasoline. But it's very difficult to storage hydrogen gas in normal environment. Normal environment means normal temperature and normal pressure. That's why we have tried this for CATL, ATL. We tried this 7 years, and then we cut the project because I think it's not enough simplicity. When it comes to the you transform hydrogen storage, hydrogen transform to electricity, then electricity to drive the motor, then you drive a car, right? So why not just electricity charging and electricity driving? So in terms of simplicity, is a little bit difficult. But for some of other applications, which for long-term energy storage, for the big, like a ship, ocean vessel, I think it may have applications. Is not our primary focus.
Right. So at first you just mentioned about the electric airplane. When do you see it happening?
We have been working with our partners on this. And, airplane, everyone think about airplane, you're also thinking about, big airplanes. So we have to start a smaller one. And the definition for airplane somehow is the total weight you take off. So from 1 ton to 8.8 ton. We already tried at least 4 tons airplane to take off. So, but for commercial, really commercial needed, we need 8.8 tons, still on the progress. We're thinking about maybe 27, 28, we can have some of the application in this 8.8 tons.
That's faster
Because
than I thought.
8.8 tons airplane, probably you can have 14 seaters for the passengers.
Okay. Oh, that's faster than I thought. Okay. So I think Beyond is a platform that we wanted to bring companies exploring different markets. So I think CATL has been successfully building factories in different countries. Of course, there were a lot of challenges as well. You have to adapt to different countries' regulation as well. Can you give some advice to entrepreneurs or companies that wanted to go overseas? Like, what is the advice to them? When is the right time to go overseas?
I'm very green on this international manufacturing, but for me, it's one important thing we calling share. Let me give you an example. And I met some of the government officers in the nation or countries. They have the mining. So they asked me, say, Robin, I have the mining, right? I can give you the mining. Please make the materials here. Please make the battery here. I said, good. But some of the countries, they have a market. They talk to me, say, Robin, I have a market, right? I will give you the market. Can you make the battery here? Can you make the material here? But a country like China, right? We have technologies. Our best way is we are buying the mining from the mining countries. They made the material battery in China, then sell this battery to the market countries. So 3 of the countries all try to, get the 100% of the supply chain. This is not easy. Yeah. That's why I try to make a proposal. We call 4-3-3, like a football team, okay? Maybe 30%, if you have a mining, you allocate 30% your material and the battery layer. You have the market, I allocate 30% the material and the battery layer. For if we have technology in China, maybe we allocate 40%. Then everyone become happy, We try to propose this to talk to the different guys. Can we make some compromise to share this industry quickly? Try to make this climate change, to tackle the climate change. Right. So some of the people try to accept that. I also try to promote here that all people thinking about this is good to resolve the problems.
Right. So I think so this year we try to make it a fun conversation. So I wanted to end the fireside chat with some lightning rounds. It doesn't have to be about technology. So,
okay.
Which one book would you recommend to everyone, or you currently reading right now?
Since I was young, I keep on reading the 论语. So it's so important because this is really Chinese civilization to understand how to compete. Compete means it's not really compete with compete to death. It means we have to be very innovative way to compete peacefully. And also, 论语 is really telling you how to be a people who we call refine and enable other people. This is important when we have when we're doing business or doing other things. So exciting of this learning. Yeah.
Right. So my last question would be, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received from other people?
Be patient. And be patient. There's two things. So when you have uncertainty, you have to be patient. Think about what innovation coming, and you can find the good area, good way. Be patient to make it happen fast. So usually, maybe another word in China say, 广深高速. So your knowledge have to be broad, and the area you have to in deep, 广深. And you are thinking and share all the benefits together have to be 高, 格局要高. So then the react to be fast, the actions. So we call 广深高速.
Okay, awesome. So let's give warm applause to Dr. Robin Zeng. Thank you for his time. Thank you so much.